Hey guys, David Upchurch here, David Upchurch Real Estate, your local agent for Waxhaw, Weddington, and Marvin. So this is the year-end update. So what happened to the real estate market in 2021, and where do I think it's going to happen in 2022? So let's just get straight to the numbers, guys. So as you can see here, we're looking at just new listings. We're going to be at 1 year. So these numbers right here are going to be January of 2020. And this will be December of 2021. So what you'll see is new listings are down. So we all know that there's less inventory on the market. And then if you look at homes for sale, that is dramatically different. We have almost 59% less in 28173, and we have almost 33% less in 28104. Huge problem, right? So if you look at the month supply, again, no surprise here. Just to give you an idea, this is how long would it take to get rid of all of the homes on the market currently if no new inventory hit the market. And industry standard is about 6 months. So they say if there's 6 months supply, that's a pretty even buyer list or buyer seller market, very neutral. Okay, the higher that number, the more the buyers have the power. 2009, 2010, 2011, and then the lower that number is, like we are here, anything below 6 starts leaning towards the sellers having all the power. That's why you see here we have less than a month supply. 28104 has 1.2 months. So that's why the buyers are extremely frustrated and have been frustrated all year that sellers have all the power. You have to go over asking price, huge due diligence money, all that stuff. It all has to do with supply and demand. There's just not enough inventory for the number of buyers that are out there. Okay, so let's look at average sale price. Right, so the median sale price in our areas are right around 500 for 28173, and 28104 is about 450. If you look at the average, which I'm sure you know the difference between average and median, you're looking at 571 and 570, so right around 570. Another thing we look at is price per square foot. Again, you can see the averages are right around 180 to 183, and those numbers are obviously dramatically up because prices have risen. Average, you can get again, same, pretty close to the same number. So original list price to sale price. So you're going to notice here, back in January of 2020, the average buyer was buying the home for on average about 97% of asking price. Well, you can see that number at least steadily increase. We hit 100% in April of 2021, and now we're at about a little over 101% of asking price. So buyers are having to go over asking price just to even get their offer accepted. Okay, showings per listing, as you can see back in January, there's about 7, maybe 8 listings per showing. Now we're at about 18, 19, 20 showings per listing. So what does all this mean? Well, let's start with buyers. What it means for the buyer is you've got a rough 2022, at least over the next 4 or 5 months. Inventory is continually down. There's still a lot of buyers in the market. Now the interest rates are going to be increasing. I did a video yesterday about that. So that might slow the market down a little bit with buyers and increase the inventory. We're not really sure. It could also panic buyers, thinking that rates are going to go up to the 6s again, and they panic buy and the inventory even gets lower. That we're going to have to wait and see. We'll know that probably in the next 6 to 8 weeks. But you have to be aggressive. If you're a buyer in today's market, you have to be aggressive with price, with due diligence fee, with terms. I always suggest the best thing to do is contact your agent, have them reach out to the seller's agent and say, what do the sellers want? What's important to the seller other than price? We know, right? Do they want a lease back? Do they want to live in the home for a couple months after we close? Do they want a quick close, right? What's important to the seller? And try to curve your offer towards what's beneficial to the seller. Unfortunately, that's the market that you're in. Okay, for sellers, with the increase in interest rates over the next probably 30 to 60, maybe 90 days at the most is the time to put your house on the market. Because what's going to happen is March, April, May, June, I think we're going to see a massive influx of sellers that wanted to sell last year that didn't, that are now going to be putting their house on the market, but they're going to want to wait until the spring. For some reason, they want to wait till the spring to list their house. So there's going to be a lot more inventory, in my opinion, in the spring than there will be in January, February, and March. There are still a ton of buyers out there. So what I would suggest as a seller is get your house on the market now, January, February, or March, before your competition gets on the market in April, May, and June. So guys, that's kind of my synopsis for 2021 and what I think is going to happen in first quarter of 2022. Obviously, we are your local experts here for Waxhaw, Weddington, and Marvin. If you need anything from my team, don't hesitate to reach out and let us know. We'll do whatever we can to help. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.